Hello, good morning. This is Aaron Oliveros, your teacher in English 9. So we are now in week 6 of quarter 1. So in this lesson, we are going to have this topic, employing appropriate communicative styles. So, but before we have to proceed with our lessons, make sure that you have your modules and answer sheets ready. Of course, you should have your ball pen. So let's start. Our lesson is again about the communicative styles. So this lesson focuses on the use of different communication styles for various situations. Of course, we have different levels or different ways of communicating people. So this also deals with speech styles, portraying how a language is characterized in terms of degree of formality. Of course, it is different. You are going to use different style when you are talking to your classmate, when you are talking to your friends, and when you are talking to your teachers. So these styles include casual, formal, consultative, frozen, and intimate. You are expected to distinguish the types of communication styles, provide words or expressions appropriate to a given situation, determine the vocabulary or jargons expected of a communicative style, identify social situations in which each communicative style is appropriate to use, and finally, employ the appropriate communicative styles for various situations like intimate, casual, conversational, consultative, or frozen. So let's start with, or let's do learning task 1. So in learning task 1, you are asked to read and analyze the following statements carefully. Observe the language used in each item. You should be copying and writing your answer in your notebook. But since you already have your answer sheets, you do not need to copy the statements on your notebook. So just use the information which are already written on your answer sheets. So let's start with what's up, dude. So in that statement, what's up, dude? So who do you think are talking? So you have to write your answer on number 1, column A. Who do you think are talking in that statement? What's up, dude? Then what do you think is the situation involved in each statement? You are going to write that under column B, row for number 1. And also, what can you say about the language used in each item? So let's answer number 1 as an example for as your guide. So for number 1, let's say, what's up, dude? Who do you think are the people talking in that statement? It could be friends. So pwedeng magkaibigan. So number 1, you may write the word friends. Then what do you think is the situation involved in each statement? Maybe they have seen each other for a long time or for quite some time. Nagkukumustahan. That's why they said, or the person said, what's up, dude? In Filipino, kinukumusta niya. So, how are you? So, that is greeting. Okay, so may you write, that's a greeting. Greeting your friend. For letter C, what can you say about the language used in each item? We can say that's very informal. Meaning to say the two are very close to each other. So that's what you can write on number 1, column C. How about the second one? Jose, do you accept Maria as your lawful wife? Then the answer of Maria is, yes, Father, I do. So again, what do you think is, or who do you think are the people talking in this above statement? Then on letter B, what do you think is the situation? Then letter C, what can you say about the language used in each item? So the same thing that you are going to do with the example, or the same with example number 1. Then on the third one, sweetie, how's your work? Have you taken your lunch? What time will you reach home? For number 4, Dr. Ong, what vitamin can my child take if he often has colds? Try to give her vitamin C, plenty of water, and lots of fruits. Then number 5, good morning, Miss Rivera. I am Miss Santos. I am applying as a secondary teacher. So I hope the instructions for learning task 1 is clear and you can do it. So don't forget to write your answer on your answer sheets. How about this one, learning task 2? In learning task 2, choose the letter of the correct answer. Write the letters of your answer in your answer sheet, not notebook. So, yun po, isusulat daw po ang letra ng tamang sagot sa inyong answer sheet. Meron po tayong 15 items. Example in number 1, this communicative style is used in speaking to medium to large groups. What the speaker says is something that is prepared ahead of time. It also avoids the use of slang terminology. So, what do you think is the type of communicative style? A, frozen. B, formal. C, casual. D, consultative. Wag na pong isulat yung napakahabang choices. Letter only ang isusulat po sa inyong answer sheets. Okay, so proceeding to learning task 3, what are you going to do? Answer the questions below. You have to write your answer again on your answer sheets. First, what are the different types of communicative style? O nabanggit na natin kanina during the introduction, what are the different types of communicative styles? Iisa-isahin nyo na lang po iyan na isulat sa inyong answer sheet. For number 2, what vocabulary or language is employed in each type of communicative style? So, what do you think? Ano kaya yung mga pwedeng gamitin dun sa bawat communicative style na yon? Isulat din po sa inyong answer sheet. And for number 3, how important is knowing what speech style is used in any situation, place, or person. So, bakit daw po mahalaga na iba-iba yung level of communicative style? Dapat ba pareho ang communicative style na gagamitin mo when you are talking to your friend and when you are talking to a principal or a doctor? Dapat ba pare-pareho yung level of formality? So, write your answer on your answer sheets. So, after answering the first learning task, we are now going to proceed on the lesson proper. So, ano nga ba itong mga ito? So, we have to study. We have different types of communicative style. When we say communicative style or speech style, it is a communicative style which portrays how a language is characterized in terms of degree of formality. Presented below or on the next slides are the different types of communicative style. So again, formality. Gaano ka ka-formal makipag-usap sa isang tao? So we can classify those on different types. So let's proceed on the different types of communicative styles. The first one is casual. When we say casual, this is an informal language used by friends and peers. Slangs, vulgarities, and colloquialism, informal contractions like ain't, dunno, gonna, are normal in this type of speech styles. This uses group language, so only members of the group can understand it. Her nicknames are used in addressing one another. So in this type of communication or style, you are talking to a person who are close to you. So, examples of use of casual communicative style is in everyday conversation with buddies or friends, or personal message and personal email. So, let's say for instance, kayo ay nakikipag-chat sa inyong friend, kayo ay nakikipag-usap sa inyong kaibigan, di ba iba yung type ng words na ginagamit nyo? Meron kayong mga bansag na ginagamit, meron kayong mga words and terminologies na kayo lang ang nagkakaunawaan. So, that means casual. So, also, when you are having your blogs, your tweets, letters to friends, and even yung phone calls. So, when you are very close to each other and you are not talking that seriously, a normal conversation, that is casual. That falls under the type of casual communication. So I guess we are done with that. Next is consultative. Consultative, this is used in semi-formal communication where sentences tend to be shorter and spontaneous. It happens in two-way participation. So meaning to say, you are the receiver at the same time, or at some point in time, you are also going to be the source of information. This is normal style for speaking to strangers or persons who are neither acquaintance nor friends or relatives. So meaning to say, you are talking to a person new to you. Ano po, so hindi kayo ganun ka-close. Minsan lang kayo magkausap or bago kayo sa isa't isa. Let's say for instance, regular classroom discussion. So it's a little bit formal when you are talking to your teacher in chat. Another example, when a doctor is talking to his or her patient, a lawyer to a client, a counselor to a client, a group discussion, a teacher to student, and expert to apprentice. Ito po yung mga time na humihingi kayo ng payo. Ano po? Consultation. Kumukonsulta kayo. Humihingi kayo ng advice. So, that is under the consultative communicative style. Next, number 3 is yung formal. Formal speeches are straightforward speeches. It is used in speaking to large groups and is impersonal in nature. Speaker must frame whole sentences ahead before they are delivered. It avoids using slang terminologies and uses formal English. Language is comparatively rigid and has set agreed upon vocabulary, structured, complex sentences, and noun phrases. So, meaning to say, you prepared something to talk to. You have prepared speeches. So, you are talking to a large group of people. Maramihan po ang kausap dito. Hindi isahan lang, hindi one-on-one, kundi maramihan yung magiging kausap nyo. Ang tawag na po dun is formal. Let's say for instance, kayo po ang facilitator ng meeting or magdi-deliver kayo ng speech sa isang graduation, merong school lessons, kayo ang speaker, corporate meetings, may interview kayo, so may nakaprepare na po kayong mga sasabihin, kagaya din ng SONA ng Pangulo, welcome address, announcement, orations, at even yung mga nakasulat sa books, mga articles, research papers, and technical reports. So, those things fall under the formal communicative styles. Then, we have the prosen. This is the fourth one. This type of communicative style rarely or never changes. It is frozen in time and content. It is generally used in very formal setting. This is the most formal communicative style for a respectful situation. It has a fixed and static language and uses long sentences with good command of grammar. So, as being mentioned, prosen, ito po yung pinaka-formal. And at the same time, hindi po siya nagbabago. Dire-diretso na siya. Or kumbaga, once it is set, once na siya ay nagawa na, inuulit-ulit na lang po siya sa iba't iba situations. So, example, national anthem, holy mass, o kung mapapansin nyo kapag may mga mass, religious rites, yung mga ritual na paulit-ulit ng binabanggit under the prosensya, pledge of allegiance or pag kayo ay nanunumpa sa mga constitution, the Lord's Prayer, yung mga oath at also yung creed. So, yung mga yan paulit-ulit na hindi na nagbabago, ang tawag sa kanya prosen, and that is very... Okay, finally, we have the intimate communicative style. So, in this type of communication, we are going to apply this to conversational experiences between and or among people who share intimate relationships. So, meaning to say you are very close to each others. So, usually done in private. This also shows no social boundaries among the speakers considering their intimacy. This also employs informal and intimate language. So, in this type of communication, you are talking to a very close friends, you are sharing secrets, your parents talking about their family or goals meditation. So, let's say for instance, your special someone, your girlfriend or boyfriend, you are talking to each other, and also your best friend when you are talking about your secrets. And also when you are talking to your parents or to family members, and you are talking about a very serious situations. Okay? So that is intimate. So wala kayong uh, itinatago or pinangingilagan, wala kayong tipong um, hindi pwedeng masabi or kaya nyong sabihin lahat. Kasi nga, very close kayo sa isa't isa. So that is intimate language, register, or communicative styles. So let's have a review before we proceed to our next activity. So we have 5 different types of communicative styles. So that differs on the level of formality. The first one is the casual. That is when you are talking to your buddies, your friends, your tropa. So that you are talking to someone you are close to. Another is we have the consultative. When you are talking to a stranger, you are talking to a person you are not that close with. You are consulting something, asking for advice. And then the third one, we have the formal. Let's say you are talking to a group of people in a meeting. Let's say for instance, you are talking to your teacher or you are having your report, that is formal language register. And then on the fourth one, we have the prosen, in which the speech you are saying or you are talking, you are delivering are the same with what are being delivered in the previous or it is already written. Let's say for instance you are speaking the pledge of allegiance, you are having the you are singing the national anthem, you are talking about the prayers, or you are in let's say in church. And finally, an intimate, where you are very close to each other, no, there is no boundaries. So again, you are talking about a secret to your parents and also your special someone. So we're done with the different types of communicative style. This time, let's proceed with learning task 4. Identify which style is referred to by each picture. You are going to write your answer on your answer sheets. Huwag na pong gumamit ng ibang papel. Yan na mismo sa answer sheet. At ang isusulat lang po ay letra. Let's say for instance, in number 1, so nasa meeting. What do you think is the communicative style? Second one, singing of national anthem. Number 3, talking to a close friend. Fourth one, to a family, having a bonding with the family. And fifth, it is a doctor talking to a patient. So that's it for today. So I hope hindi nyo na ipapasa ang inyong papel ng blanco. Ano po? So, tinagalog ko na yung ibang part para mas madaling maintindihan. Just write your answer on your answer sheets. Then, yung next activities, wag pong mag-advance. May another lesson tayo next meeting. So, that's all for today. Goodbye and God bless.